Buckle up because the drama is boiling over in the reality TV world right now. First up, Summer House star Ciara Miller is officially setting the record straight about her love life and those viral rumors. After being caught in the middle of a messy situation between her ex West Wilson and her best friend Amanda Batula, Ciara is finally speaking out. She is done with the chaos and is making it crystal clear that she has absolutely zero interest in stepping into the spotlight as the lead on The Bachelorette.
Never run out of battery again with the INIU portable charger, the slimmest 10,000 milliamp hour power bank that keeps your devices charged on the go. Stay powered up wherever you go. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Ciara Miller is not holding back on how she really feels about the public scrutiny she faces. She is calling out the double standards women face in dating and is embracing the single life with total confidence. While her co-stars Amanda Batula and West Wilson navigate their new relationship in the public eye, Ciara is focused on her own peace of mind and is keeping her private life strictly off camera for the foreseeable future. Shifting gears to the explosive situation surrounding Frankie Paul and the fallout from her time on the secret lives of Mormon wives. The spotlight is turning toward her ex-partner Dakota Mortensen as new details emerge about his history and the intense legal battles that have played out behind the scenes. From his past reality TV stints to the toxic cycle of allegations and protective orders, the drama between Dakota Mortensen and Frankie Paul, has reached a boiling point that has left fans stunned. Finally, Frankie Paul is speaking directly to her followers about her path toward healing after the Salt Lake County District Attorney dropped the domestic violence charges against her. She is opening up about the ugly parts of her journey and the relief of being free from a situation she describes as a living hell. With legal troubles behind her for now, she is looking toward the future, and we are tracking every update on this developing story. If you want to stay in the loop on all the latest reality TV news, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Ever wonder what it takes for a reality star to officially say no to the spotlight? Well, Summer House fan favorite Ciara Miller is drawing a hard line in the sand. Season 10 delivered a shocker that left everyone reeling: the revelation that Amanda Batula and West Wilson were involved. For Ciara, this wasn't just reality TV drama, it was a genuine betrayal. Finding out that someone you considered a ride or die, like Amanda, was involved with your ex, West, is the kind of mind***ck you just can't script. So, with that mess behind her, you might think the next logical step is a lead role on The Bachelorette, right? Think again. When asked if she'd ever take the lead on ABC's hit show, Ciara's answer was a resounding F***ck no. She's choosing peace over production, admitting she's far too private for the full-throttle scrutiny of the Bachelor franchise. Honestly, after everything she's been through on camera, can you blame her? She's embracing her single era, and for once, it sounds like she's finally putting her own sanity first. No room for roommates, and definitely no room for unnecessary drama. Ciara also took a moment to address the unfair heat she gets for her dating history. It's wild that fans act like it's her failure when men show one face for 3 months, only to reveal a completely different one later. She's only ever really dated 2 people publicly, yet the public seems obsessed with pinning her choices on her. Meanwhile, Amanda and West are out there PDAing in public, living their best lives, which, let's be real, is a tough pill for anyone in Ciara's position to swallow. What do you think? Are you bummed we won't see Ciara handing out roses, or is she making the right move by keeping her private life private? Drop a comment below and let us know if you're rooting for her to find her person on her own terms. After all, sometimes the best relationship you can have is the one you build with yourself. Ever felt like your love life was playing out on a reality show? For Summer House star Ciara Miller, that is not just a metaphor, it is her actual life. But after the recent headlines involving her ex, West Wilson, and her own best friend, Amanda Batula, Ciara is finally breaking her silence. In a raw, unfiltered interview with Glamour, the 30-year-old reality star isn't holding back. While the internet has been busy dissecting the messy drama between West and Amanda, Ciara is busy embracing a different path: total independence. She told the outlet she is so happy being single, and honestly, I think we should all take notes. She's reached that point of pure bliss where the idea of someone else invading her apartment space is a hard pass. Naturally, The conversation turned to whether she would ever consider taking the lead on The Bachelorette. Her response was swift and iconic. F no. And honestly, when you consider how much of her life is already under the microscope, who can blame her? She admits she is way too private for that level of scrutiny. Ciara also clapped back at critics who love to judge her dating history. People are obsessed with pinning the bad taste in men label on her, but Ciara makes a great point. She's only dated 2 people publicly. It's incredibly frustrating how society pressures women to be experts at dating, as if we're supposed to magically predict that a guy will act like a prince for 3 months and then do a complete 180. While she's still enjoying the ride that is Summer House, calling it an incredible tool for self-discovery while navigating life as a single girl in New York, she knows it won't last forever. She's already looking ahead, admitting she doesn't see herself raising a family in front of the cameras. As for the elephant in the room, West and Amanda, the pair have publicly stated their relationship grew out of a long-standing friendship, and they never intended to hurt anyone. But it's clear Ciara is moving on with grace and a lot of perspective. What do you think? Is it fair to judge a reality star's dating life by what we see on screen, or is it time we give them a break? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the tea, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates on your favorite stars. After all, sometimes the best relationship you can have is the one you build with yourself. Ever wonder what happens when the cameras stop rolling and the real-life drama takes a dark turn? We've all seen the chaos surrounding Taylor Frankie Paul and the fallout of the secret lives of Mormon wives. But there is one figure standing at the center of the storm who is far more complex than his reality TV edits suggest. Dakota Mortensen. From a failed survivalist experiment to a headline-grabbing domestic violence investigation, Mortensen's life is a masterclass in how quickly public perception can shift. Before he was the face of dad talk or a staple of tabloid gossip, Mortensen was just an Idaho kid trying to escape the bird farming life. He made his reality debut back in 2015 on the island, but even then, the ambition to be famous seemed to outweigh the work required to get there. It's a recurring theme in his life, the itch for the spotlight often clashing with a messy, complicated reality. But let's get real about what's happening behind the scenes. We aren't just talking about bad breakups, we're talking about a history of addiction that Mortensen has been incredibly candid about. He has faced the demons of substance abuse, tracing his struggles back to a high school sports injury. While he credits his son and his faith for keeping him on a path to sobriety, the irony isn't lost on anyone that the high-stakes environment of reality television, a world that thrives on drama, might be the worst place for someone working so hard to maintain their recovery. It's a delicate, dangerous balance that has led to a series of legal battles and mutual protective orders that have effectively nuked his professional prospects, including being cut from Vanderpump Villa. Mortensen's story is a sobering reminder that for every influencer or reality star we see on our screens, there is a person navigating deep personal fractures. Between the failed marriages, the career pivots from tiling to real estate, and the explosive allegations involving Taylor Frankie Paul, his journey is a cautionary tale about the cost of fame. If you or someone you know is struggling with domestic abuse or substance addiction, please remember that help is available through the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-7233 or the SAMHSA National Helpline. The cameras may move on to the next scandal, but the real work of healing is far harder than any edit can portray. What do you think? Is there any coming back for figures like Mortensen once the public turns? Or is the reality TV machine designed only to discard its stars? Drop a comment below, and don't forget to hit subscribe for more deep dives into the stories behind the headlines. We've all seen the highlight reels of influencers, but what happens when the camera captures the absolute worst day of your life? For Secret Lives of Mormon Wives star Taylor Frankie Paul, the answer has been a public, high-stakes battle for her freedom and reputation. After months of swirling rumors and dual investigations into domestic violence allegations, the Salt Lake County District Attorney has officially closed the book on filing additional charges. But as Taylor is finding out, the legal not guilty is only the very beginning of a much harder internal struggle. Taylor took to Instagram to share what she calls the ugly parts of healing. It's a raw, unfiltered perspective you rarely see from reality stars. She described the ordeal as a public atrocity and acknowledged the sheer exhaustion of having her private life turned into a media circus. There is a fascinating, almost haunting, synchronicity, she pointed out. She waited 7 weeks for this news, and the call finally came on the 7th day. To her, that's not just a coincidence, it's a sign. But while the legal weight is lifting, she's being transparent about the physical and mental toll. She's currently focusing on the basics: sleep, nutrition, and retraining a nervous system that has been stuck in survival mode for far too long. She even revealed that she's been diagnosed with CPTSD, a reality for many who endure long-term toxic environments. Now, for those keeping score, the legal outcome here came down to a lack of concrete evidence, and some incidents simply falling outside the statute of limitations. But don't mistake a lack of charges for a clean slate. This is a mess that has entangled networks like ABC and Disney, and even caused a pause in the production of her hit show. We've seen the leaked footage, we've heard the allegations from both sides, and we've seen the restraining orders filed back and forth. It's a textbook example of how coercive control and volatile relationships can implode under the harsh glare of public scrutiny. Taylor is promising to document the rebuilding phase, and honestly, that might be more compelling than any scripted drama. It's a brave move to pivot from the drama to the recovery, but it's a necessary one. If you found this update insightful, hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments. Do you think reality TV stars should have more privacy when their personal lives hit these kinds of crises? At the end of the day, it's a harsh reminder that for all the glamour we see on our screens, the real stories are often happening behind closed doors, and they are rarely as polished as the feed suggests.